Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Yes, I will be changing my shirt today because I'm going to take my mandatory monthly shower here in a little bit, so you won't have to look at me in this again for a while. I was supposed to go to the beach today with one of the councilmen, and just sort of look at some of the stuff down there and see what's going on, but he had to cancel last minute, so here I am with you. This traffic's ridiculous, not to mention I was talking to my phone earlier, doing talk to text, and I heard this voice in the driveway saying, "Lisa, hello, are you talking to her? Are you okay?" or something. It was my neighbor, Carrie. Carrie Sobieski, I love her. She came, we had coffee talk, although she didn't have any coffee, I did, but we just chatted and had a good time. Our kids kind of, grew up together, really. Her one is Spencer's age, maybe a year younger, I think, and the other one is 2 years older. So they all would play. It was very cute back in the day. Now they're just old and kinds of pains in the rear ends. No, I'm kidding, they're not. Sometimes, maybe, but anyhow, I don't have a whole lot to report. I'm working on the game right now for Jake. Some interesting things about him, because he did send me an email. It was the first email he ever sent. So that's, I guess I'll sort of dedicate my life to that today. I might bring the girls out and get a little bit of vitamin D. It's time that I do that. And what else can I say? I don't really know much else to say at this time. Oh, I got a really good response on my video about the voting and the clutching of pearls and whatever the heck I called it. So thank you for everyone who answered, took the time to come over and comment on that. Usually if I veer off politically speaking, more people kind of come around, I guess. Here's the thing. I think I'm going to make a post on Facebook today and then run. I just noticed a lot of people are really obsessed with the federal government policies. And as you know, lately, especially, it's been brought to my attention even more so than ever that we have to hold the local governmental bodies' feet to the fire and really see what's going on in our local communities, because that's what affects us directly. So a lot of these people going on about everything Trump did was wrong, or Trump tweeted this, or Peter, whoever in the Congress said this, that, or the other, or just whatever. It just gets to be a little bit old whenever we're facing problems in our own little communities that could be solved if we all would work together and come together as human beings, helping one another. So there's a song in there somewhere, maybe. I don't know. So I might do that. I might just go out on a limb and do that. But then everybody will be messaging or commenting. Or maybe they won't comment on it because it's not just national news, I guess. I think a lot of stuff is a distraction, I used to kind of joke and say, oh, that's just a distraction. This is a distraction. Everything's a... this, that, or the other thing's a distraction. I've really come to realize, that a lot of things are distractions, ladies and gentlemen. What, about just keeping things from us that, like ancient history and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, I looked at a video last night. It's Matthew LaCroix, the fellow that I mention here sometimes, did an interview. It was really very good, and he brought a lot of this stuff out. I guess his official title, I don't know if I'm going to get this right. Matthew, forgive me. His official title is basically an expert in ancient history and, oh God, there's something else. The ancient languages, the tablets. I don't know what else. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad because I didn't know. I don't know consciousness. Yes. Wow. So he's really an interesting fellow, very approachable, kind, just a nice person. And I really enjoy listening to him about some of the stuff that many deem to be wild and crazy. And it kind of is, I guess, if you're coming at things from just a regular, everyday viewpoint, I guess, that we've been sort of taught in our public schools, or, if you listen to the regular news and all that jazz, a lot of the stuff does sound kind of off the wall, but when you just sort of let go of that and open your mind and realize that all of us, to an extent, have been groomed, in a way, of course, to think a certain way. That's why months ago I did a video where I said that we need to examine the reason why we clutch pearls. Why do we clutch pearls when person X brings up theory Y or Z? It's because we've been programmed, maybe groomed. I hate to always use the word brainwashed, but to think a certain way or to picture the world in a certain way that it might not really be, My friend Mick started me on this road of rabbit hole traveling, I guess, when he stopped over and said, he just doesn't believe anything anymore. And I thought that was a little harsh. And then I thought, maybe he's right. Maybe, how do I really know? that X, Y, or Z happened. And then he said there was, some people think that like Donald Trump, for example, was put in charge to see how we would react or whatever. I thought that is really strange. And then I started to kind of get into the alternative research and the different timelines of history and how the victors write history, the victors, whatever. And there's all these sayings about, what is it, like history is a lie agreed upon. And there's another saying, history would be a wonderful thing if it were only true. I forget who said these things, really. They're just popping to my mind as they do. So I guess that's all. Enough of this. Enough of me for now. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember that war is a racket. Certainly don't take my word for this, ladies and gentlemen. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. One thing I did learn from Matthew last night, you know I like to do my closing and then go on. Do you know that last month, he has a thing where he tracks volcanic activity all around the earth? There were 22,000 volcano eruptions of some, no, not volcanoes, I'm sorry, earthquakes, I think it was. Oh no. Now I'm not sure if it was earthquakes. I'm almost positive that there were 22,000 earthquakes of some magnitude around the globe, or was it volcanoes? I'm sorry, and I don't know how to edit, so maybe I'll find that out and let you know later. Love you. Bye-bye.